Ooh, the big one.
Ooh, we
The big one was
here.
last episode. Riley showed up.
Well, shut up.
Ouch.
Disappeared for a second though, but yes.
Okay, right. Yeah, no.
All right, bye.
Bye.
See ya.
So we're doing a Legendary Legion tier list. Oh wait, he's back.
Oh, okay. We're not doing.
He's back.
He's back. Okay. Well, we won't do another Legendary Legion
No,
tier
no,
list.
no,
And actually include Helm's Legion this time.
Fuck Helm's Legion. It's shit. Oh, he's gone again.
Well,
No,
Sorry.
that was a good Legion. Anyway,
Riley, what are we doing? No, Riley, what are we doing?
I'm so excited. Easterlings.
Diggity dog. The big one. I've been wanting to do this one for fucking ages, but then the defense of the North has been pushing it for so long. We were like, will we wait for Riley to
kept
play
adding
this?
shit, so
No.
yeah.
Here we are.
I'm excited.
I'm scared.
There's an Easterling Dragon Emperor in the post somewhere.
Yeah, there's my Merzger is with him as well somewhere.
My double Windlance and double Captain packet arrived today, which is cool.
Oh, jealous. I'm not actually, because the Windlance is gonna be shit.
Yeah, fucking
Well,
bolt throwers.
Yeah, there's a Forge World, right? So it should mean that our shit should be showing up.
Eventually,
Hopefully.
but Sean ordered his like ages before us. But anyway.
Yeah. We're not here to talk about Windlances.
We're not here to fuck spiders.
No.
What are we starting with? Start with Amdur. Lord of Blades. The OG big boy of the Easterlings.
He's an interesting one for me because up until the release of Rutabi and the Dragon Emperor, I would have said S tier. Now,
agreed.
I don't think so. Now I think he drops down a slot.
I think I'm on the same boat, to be honest. Actually,
no. Look, I'm gonna try and be as objective as possible.
He is your favorite model, so
he's my favorite, and I just he's hard not to take. But depending on what you're trying to do, he's just not as good of a leader as some of the others, and he sort of falls down to a secondary slot. But he's so many points for like a secondary hero that oftentimes you just end up cutting him for more models or more heroes
or different heroes. Yeah.
And I'm really sad about it.
I feel like it's going to be either, hey, I'm taking Amdur Eastlings or I'm taking Rutabi Eastlings.
No, it's more I'm taking Amdur Eastlings or I'm taking Dragon Emperor Eastlings. No, I feel like Rutabi and Amdur go really well together, actually.
They do. They complement each other really well.
But yeah, now with the Emperor, it's like, he does everything that Amdur does, but better. Other than Blood and Glory.
Regardless, Amdur is an amazing combat hero. So I think outside of monsters, he's probably the best evil combat hero in the game.
Oh, without a doubt.
Ooh, yeah, he's up there.
Outside of monsters, like Troll Chieftains and Witch King on Fell Beast and shit like that. And
Shaggers is still pretty good.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like the only one in my mind that jumps out to combat him would be the Shag Lord himself.
I fucking Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Azog and Bolg.
I hate that I knew exactly who you meant when you said Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Unfortunately, they are also on equal or better footing to Amdur.
They are a lot more expensive, though Shagrat is far less expensive.
Yeah.
But
so I think it's interesting. But yeah, I still think he's absolutely A tier. I just don't know if he sits S tier anymore.
He's definitely. I don't think he makes it to S tier anymore. Definitely high A. As a leader, compared to some of the other Easterlings. He just falls down a few things that would make him better. Like the one fate is annoying, but I think the D6 is the thing that really sort of
the D6 is the killer for sure.
But also
the D6 is the killer
3+ Master of Battle and Rutabi. Almost that
and D7 and 2 fate. Like
just
it's we don't talk about
Amdur being a banner is great. His strike roll's good. Having an Elven Mage Blades, very good. Hand and a half, very good.
Really good.
Blood and Glory, very good.
Love Blood and Glory. But I think nowadays he's fallen short.
Yeah.
Indeed. He's still amazing. Like if you put him on the table, it's just
we're going to put him honorary
before him.
Honorary S tier. He definitely would have been S tier before.
100%.
Before Defense of the North.
Oh yeah.
Now Borgir. The Burger Boy.
Had a lot of fun with this guy. Like,
I think he's
seriously,
very cool.
he's so much fun to play.
I think he's very cool. I actually do really like him. His special rule of natural 6 saves his will is very good.
Sorcerer's Adept is so good.
I versed him once.
Tremor.
And he got his 6s, like he got at least 1 6 every time he cast when he was using multiple dice. It was disgusting. And then that Tremor.
I remember. Yeah, I remember casting. I was against Tim actually, so he wasn't happy about it. But I had 2 will left on Borgir, and his Saruman was like behind a couple of Uruks. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna spend the last 2 dice. I'm gonna hit that Uruk, and hopefully it goes far enough to hit Saruman. Rolled double 6s.
Oh.
So got both will back. Killed both Urukai. Saruman failed to resist for a start.
Yikes.
Killed both Urukai. Knocked Saruman off his horse and did a wound. Like
yikes. Yeah,
it's moments like that. It's moments like that that are not always going to happen, but moments like that they push him up. Any caster that can do something like that, especially getting their will back.
Yeah, doing damage in the move phase.
Yeah, and not having to pay anything for it. Getting it for free, essentially. Crazy.
Yeah, so I mean, he's what 30 points more than a regular Dragon War Priest.
20
points. 20. Not even. Oh wow, yeah.
What is he? 85 points.
80.
He's
80.
85. Yeah.
Imagine not.
The only thing that a regular War Priest can get over him is an armored horse, and even then. Yeah.
Even then, it's honestly like better to have him just in behind the lines, throwing shit at your leaders. Like he's got Enchanted Blades and Blade Wrath. He's got Fury, and then Tremor just to top it all off as a great offensive spell.
Also, the other thing he's got over the fucking War Priest is his to be or not to be fucking hand pose.
Alas, poor Yorick.
Yeah.
Fucking hammered over here.
Yeah. Blade Wrath and Fury. Blade Wrath, amazing as always. Fury, classic, very useful. Enchanted Blades, actually, really interesting that he has it. Like a lot of people, I don't think use it too much, but I found like can be very, very useful, especially on something, especially against enemies that have heroic defense.
Oh, big time! Yeah.
Like because if you Blade Wrath someone and they heroic defense, then that's just a waste.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
If you Enchanted Blades them, you still get rerolls. Like
no, exactly. Like it's you're just fishing for those 6s at that point, and the more dice you can roll, the better.
Really nice to throw on a Khamul on a Fell Beast.
I think
easily. I think he's easy A tier.
Did we put Khamul?
I'm thinking Borgir might go in like S because
Khamul's not in.
Oh fuck.
That's all right. Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah. I think I'd give Borgir
like the
probably
fucking evil guy from the Smurfs.
Gargamel.
Sorry.
Yeah, Gargamel. Yeah. He kind of does. Anyway, you were saying, Riley.
Yeah, I'm advocating for putting him in S tier, mainly because if you're taking a priest, he is your go-to. Like, don't leave home without this guy. Like, he will always like do work and give you your points back. Like, I honestly don't see much argument for taking a War Priest over him at all.
No, the 20 points difference is nothing when you compare the fact that he's got 2 more spells, a special rule to give his will back, and 1 might, 2 will, and 1 fate. Yeah. No, I can see it. I see it.
I definitely.
It's not S tier like he's gonna destroy your opponent's army, but he's always going to be useful, and he's pretty much always going to get his points back.
Yeah, I definitely think you 100% take him over a War Priest if you're bringing that magic element in. You just sacrifice the 20 points somewhere else and bring him in. It's not even much of a sacrifice. Would I put him in S tier? Oh, I still don't know. I think I'd keep him A tier, that's for sure. Is that
I think it's much like Amdur. Like, he's very, very good, but I don't think it's like game-changingly good.
I feel like he can be negated fairly easily. Like, once again, that game.
You say that?
Yeah, I say that. I'm only going off the experience of one game against him where he fucked up my shit for a long time, but it never felt like it was damning. Like,
that's the thing. Like,
you've tremored my line.
Yeah, tremor can do a lot of damage.
Yeah, I think I do think that it's probably I'm coming off the thing that people don't yet know how to play against him because he was so new.
Yeah,
like now that people have played against him a bit, they're finding how to counter him. So probably he's not going to do as much as going forward. Yeah, probably. I think still A. I'm still quite
absolutely
high.
A.
I'm happy.
No doubt that is A.
Yeah, absolutely no doubt.
Game against Nick Franklin, first turn against elves, so shield wall formation of elves against shield wall of Easterlings. I move. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna target. I think they charged. I'm like, cool. I'm gonna target the spearman, and then there's a banner right behind him, and nothing touching the banner. Dead elf banner, and I think I killed one of the guards as well with the single tremor.
That's
in the first turn, and he's like, fuck.
Yeah, GG.
You know better, Nick.
Speaking of
now,
War Priest,
where does the War Priest go now that Burgear is a thing? See,
can you argue and see? Like, I just don't think it's going. It's still good, but I just don't being taken. Anymore.
Before diving into the expert, I would have put him in B tier before Burgear showed up, but since he showed up once again,
I probably would have put him in A tier because he's actually
that drops him down.
Well, the thing is, so the War Priest, what is great about the Easterly War Priest is Hero of Fortitude, which is better than any other shaman in the game.
Oh, yeah.
And he's still it's still a Fury shaman, very good.
And Blade Wrath is amazing.
And Blade Wrath is incredible. Yeah, so he's got the versatility of there's quite a lot of the time as well. You throw a shaman in, and it's like, oh, okay, I can't really Fury this game. It doesn't really help me at all. Transfix on a 5+.
Yeah.
The great thing about the Easterly War Priest is okay, I don't Blade Wrath. I don't Fury. I Blade Wrath.
Yeah, I've got 3 points to spend on Blade Wrath for the game.
Yeah, which is still very
on
solid.
A 2+, which is so good.
Yeah, that's
also incredible.
Disgusting.
But with Burgear, he just find 20 points. And,
he does everything the War Priest does,
and
but
you take Burgear instead.
Better.
Yeah, but
is he also more survivable in terms of defense and fate and everything?
He's got one more fate.
Exactly. But... Yeah, one more fate, but that's it. It's still D5 2 wounds.
Yeah. Of course, the armored horse, if you're taking all mounted Easterlings, that's probably when you're going to take him. I'm not saying he's bad, but I'm just saying it's just not really worth it in the list unless you're taking very specific.
It's not needed. How desperate are you for 20 points that you're going to take the War Priest over Burgear these days?
Well, yeah, exactly. And even if you put him on the horse, I don't see
an argument for that.
Yeah, and even if you say because I want him on a horse, then you're only spending 5 points less than Burgear.
I will say this though.
Exactly.
I think the
Easterling horses are so expensive.
The mounted War Priest model alone puts it in fucking S tier, baby.
It's a very nice model. I do like it quite a lot. But yeah, not worth the cost of putting him on the board
No.
over Broadway.
No, not these days.
Yeah, no, take him on his own. No, I could see an argument depending on how your list building that you maybe put Broadway and a War Priest in
Ooh,
for a bit
that's
of redundancy and the potential for a lightsaber. But
I do love a lightsaber in this
I
game.
do love a lightsaber. Ah, the
Yeah.
lightsaber tactic. That was fun.
For
But
those who don't know what the lightsaber is, it's Blade Wrath and Enchanted Blades cast on one model.
Yeah. Channel
Yeah.
it, and then you've got
channel both of them, and you can wound anything.
Yeah, you annihilating the model you're fighting for sure.
Fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi over here.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta watch Kenobi.
Go
tonight.
play Star
anyway.
Wars Legion, Riley.
Yeah.
It's Legion. Now the Easterling.
We'll get there.
the Easterling
Captains,
captain.
okay.
I like the captain. I
So do
like the
I.
way Riley uses him as a mounted hero. Being able to have a D8.
Yeah.
D8 mounted hero, very nice. Having March
Very
obviously
nice.
is very good.
The only way to get March in this army.
Yeah, literally
True.
the only source of March. But yeah, like
Not
outside
that
of
you
that,
really need it.
yeah, exactly. Once you've got the drum, like, you really need
Yeah.
March.
No. The captain, again, now that it's a bit of some analysis paralysis that with all this new shit, like he's falling down even for I used to use him quite often, like when it was just Amdur kicking around. Like I loved putting a captain in. He was very useful. He was sort of like he was a might battery for Amdur. He just sort of followed him around and called the moves when and saved Amdur's might for like strikes and winning
Correct
fights and shit.
combats, yeah, but now it's now you're like, okay, do I really have, if I want to mount him, do I really have like what, buddy, 65 points thrown around? When I'm already picking up Rutabi or the Emperor or Amdur.
And mounting him is, I'm really annoyed he loses the glaive when he gets mounted, which I mean that's where it's only 10 points to mount him rather than it would be 15 for any other hero.
Yeah.
Because you lose the glaive and just get a sword. But
Yeah.
the glaive, I think on foot he could be quite useful. Like shield and hand and a half axe, like kicking around with phalanx, just nothing to sniff at.
I've always wondered with the Easterling captains is there's obviously relevance for them, but at the same time, like you could take a Dragon Knight.
Yeah, Dragon Knight's
that's
not very survivable though, is the problem.
Yeah, they're a little more fragile. Yes, they'll win more fights. However, now thinking about it, if you pair them with something like the Dragon Emperor, and you've now got a fight 5 captain because he's backed up by fight 5 pikes.
Literally what I was
now
about
strength
to say.
4. Yeah, strength 4.
That
potentially
would actually be
strength 5
handy.
with plus ones. Like
No, I think he's got
not
I think he's
bad.
still got a place. He's still got a place, but I think I probably would have put him I think before all of this, probably would have put him A tier. Like A under S tier and A tier, but I think they both dropped down a rank.
That's
think so,
really the story of all the old Eastling stuffs at the moment, isn't it? It's hey, there's all this new stuff, and
it's basically like they've just given us an
confident they've
entire
knocked
new army.
Yeah.
Like
Well, if you look
two separate
right
armies
now,
like
if you look right now, everything that is A, B, and C right now would have all moved up one.
There's
rank.
one book here, and there's the other army in this book.
Yeah, but yeah, like the War Priest absolutely would have been B or even A tier before everything, and now Brogy just dropped.
He would have been A easily.
Yeah,
because
and now everything's just dropping. But the Dragon Knight is a really interesting one because on paper he looks fantastic. 3 attacks, strength 4, fight 5, blood and glory, or a strike, 2 might, like what, 15 points more than a captain. You can mount him. It can shield. Really interesting model, but I don't know. The No Fate D6 2 wounds.
Yeah, it's definitely
Always
the no
get.
fate that drops them down.
Always gets.
I'm always scared to
Yeah,
go up
no.
against him. If I see a Dragonite being thrown into my ranks, I'm always scared up until winning that fight.
But it dies.
And then once you win the fight, you go, cool, I've
And
got
then,
pretty good
yeah.
odds of dropping him. But
yeah.
until that happens,
Yeah, just immediately.
he can run through a line. I've seen Riley, your Dragon Knight against me has run through a line. Single-handedly, I was feeling confident, and then he just went, cool, I'm dropping all these guys, and did it with ease.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I quite like running them on foot.
Yeah.
I've
I
been
do
having
like
more
your single
success
drop.
running them on foot than mounted. I have run them mounted before. So I have a mounted model.
I always
running.
remember that one time you were running a mounted dragon, and Saruman comes in. He's just like, Sorcerer's Blast,
pink,
dead in 1 turn. So bad.
Yeah, takes a wound from the Sorcerer's Blast, rolls a 1, doesn't stay standing, and just fucking takes a wound, breaks his neck on the fucking fall. And like, yeah, GG.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
It was
That's my
terrible.
fun gone.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That said, I think again, they're still very useful. Strikes, like having a bunch of like I used to run like Amdur, 2 Dragonites on foot and like a captain and maybe a War Priest. Like 2 Dragonites was really useful for just sucking out might from my opponent. And then Amdur can just go in and
Because
that's the thing, like before everything again, they fight 5,
yeah. So fight
before
5
everything
strike
again,
is beautiful.
Yeah. But again, like this is where you got might. Like you got might from captains, you got might from Dragon Knights, because like you only had 1 3 might hero, and it was Amdur. And also, you know, Blood and Glory, like they can potentially throw him into a captain. They can potentially get their might back. But yeah, they fall a bit short now, I think. A little, like I still think they've got a place. And I do love like a single drop Dragon Knight on foot coming in behind.
They're fun.
Coming in behind a pike block. Very nice.
I mean, and they're perfectly capable of if you do end up in that maelstrom and they end up on their own, they're capable of holding out for a few turns if necessary, if they get surrounded. Like
well, even coming in with against 2 of them with like half of my army of elves.
You had half of the army of elves, and it still took like 3 or 4 turns to completely kill them.
Exactly, it was ridiculous.
They're just sitting there striking and shielding.
Yeah, it was ridiculous, and it was juicy might. Though to be fair, I think I only used like 1 or 2, but. Yeah, I think I think actually, honestly, these, like, given that what the main thing they give you is like 3 attacks, fight 5. But now, like, now that you mentioned throwing an Easterling captain into the pike block and getting that fight 5 anyway, I think the captain's actually probably the better call.
I think the captain's probably higher. Like, with I hadn't thought about it until like just now, but I think I might have to do some captains up, because I think throwing those in with the Emperor is going to make them really good. Like they're going to smash through some lines with strength 5. Like
and you're saving points there as well. Like they're more durable, decent. Like
no, that actually sounds like the way to go. I was about to say before you mentioned that I feel like dropping one of these in a list is still going to be well worth it. But as soon as you mentioned that, it's like, hang on a second. No. Put that keep that captain on foot in. Yes, he's got 1 less attack. But fuck it. He's backed up by pikes.
He's backed up by pikes. He's fine.
There's still the fight 5 in there. He's
D7. He's got fate. Like the only thing you're missing out on is strike, but like you've got like 7 other fucking heroes that strike these days. So.
Yeah. Also, when you're D7, you don't necessarily need strike, because you can just kind of hold off until you win the fight, and then once you've won the fight, you go awesome, cool. Because if those fights you lose, you're not always going to get wounded, so you should be right.
But, King Rutabi,
insanely good.
She is pretty spicy.
Let's put her in S tier already.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
I can't. Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Absolutely.
What's not to what's to say about her that hasn't already been said? Like Master of Battle on a 3+ is ridiculous.
Fight 6, 3
Fight
attack.
6.
She's a very
D7.
she's a very good leader.
Yeah, like in terms of like a lower like points value, like she's the one you're throwing in there as your leader.
Yeah.
And
the only thing that's sort of she's 110.
Yeah, 110.
Oh, that's right. No, she's 110.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even better. Even better.
Yeah. The only thing that she suffers from a little bit is she does sometimes struggle to kill stuff, but that's not really why you need her there.
No.
No,
she's
she will kill a few things as she goes, but she's not going to be like Amdur smashing through lines and just killing shit.
She's the general of the Dragon Legion, not the Lord of Blades.
Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean,
even though they're the stats are exactly the same.
Place in
basically,
army.
But yeah, no. The thing is, even if she's not killing stuff early on, once you've kind of broken through the lines and you're starting to throw models in behind, she gets that trap special rule. She's killing shit. Yeah,
also,
she is killing shit.
Master of Battle in general, being able to force your opponent to outposition themselves so they don't give you that ability, and especially on a 3+, because you don't you're not too worried about it with the 5+ from the Iron Hill captains. You're a little bit more worried when it comes to Dane on the 4+, but this is a 3+. It's silly. The
only thing better is
to use might. It's bonkers.
Yeah, the only thing better is Azog Bolg and Gothmog, but like
Gothmog,
yeah. I think the other thing is that being said, though, Master of Battles is an interesting one because what it also does, though, that is kind of an advantage to your opponent is that like there's always those moves or marches or combats or whatever that you call that you're like, oh, I should probably call something, so I'm going to call this. And it stops your opponent doing that, which is kind of interesting to kind of give them more might throughout the game. Like your opponent's not going to risk those moves or risk those combats when they're nearby, so they're suddenly got a lot more might on the table that they can use to win fights and kill, kind of thing.
That is true.
Yeah, and it's not like it's a 3-point of might. It's only half the time that you're actually using it. Like,
a bit over
if
half,
if you lose priority, it's useless. Like,
yeah, well, that's it. Like, if you've lost priority, it's useless. The only thing is like combats and strikes nearby her. Like getting those is really, really nice. So it does kind of stop your opponent, much like Amdur's rule, stops your opponent striking her or striking even near her, which is better than Amdur's really. And so yeah, like. It has its ups and downs, but it is interesting that it kind of stops your opponent making silly might decisions and kind of having to think about their might a little bit more, which is,
Might management, baby.
Might management. It's a good part of the game for sure. But yeah, damn, like what? She's so good. She's so good.
She's got a really long foot. That's fun. I like that about her.
She's got such a long foot. It's just big shoes, huge shoes.
You know what they say about big shoes? Big socks.
Big Master of Battle.
3+ Master of Battle.
Yeah, no.
Big boy Dragon Emperor.
Kicks ass. Oh, fuck this good dude.
S tier?
Look. Yeah, I think he does have to go S tier.
Yeah.
With some caveats though.
Right,
like there's a few things that he doesn't have that I'm a little surprised about. Like he loses out on some of the special rules like that some of the other big shows have.
He doesn't have a yielding combat stance.
He doesn't, which is really strange. I mean, yes, he can't be knocked prone anyway, but he doesn't have unyielding combat stance, which is really strange to me.
That is interesting, actually. I didn't notice that until
he loses challenge. He loses challenge as well. Like he's the only big Easterling hero that doesn't have challenge. Even Khamul has challenge.
I mean, challenge is a bit meh anyway, to be fair, but
There
It's
are
nice to
uses
have.
for it.
There are
We found
definitely
that
useful
we found the
uses.
use.
Yeah,
I
giving Gilgalad
used it against the
15
dwarves
miles.
and it worked amazingly.
Oh god, yeah, no, like there is uses for sure. Like, don't get me wrong, but yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's it's pretty situational. I don't really, if I see a hero that I'm like keen on, and I see that they don't have challenge, I'm not exactly sad. But I mean, like,
it's just strange.
Yeah, the big thing he does pick up though is defense, which is for your leader.
So good.
Three fate, 3 wounds, D7 and defense. Like, hot damn.
He's gonna be hard to deal with.
Not going down easy.
Also,
not at all.
A
one that I
myriad
predicted
of
that he would
fucking
get.
special rules.
Oh, of course.
One that I predicted he would get though was Resolve, which I'm very happy about.
Oh, it makes sense.
It is like the Easterlings are not great against magic. That is like their one like really big counter.
Yeah.
Like most things, magic is very useful against, but it hurts the Easterlings a lot because the heroes are the things that do the most damage, and if you can shut them down.
Yeah.
And
like him having resistance to magic and resolve is very, very nice. He picks up an elven made weapon, much like Amdur.
Yes.
Yeah, dude is yoked.
Dragon Emperor, bro.
I'm so excited to play him.
Emperor.
I'm gonna have a few months to sort of get some practice with him, and then I'm bringing him to Gladstone. 100%.
Well, you have 2 months to have an intense training session of how to use.
Insert training montage. Adria,
I mean, like, his palanquin is like the fact that he's only 170 points. The fact that his palanquin does.
He's so cheap. It's ridiculous. We were expecting like
people that argue
above
that
200
not
easy.
Cheap, people that argue that it's not cheap need to fuck off. Oh, he's on an 80 mil base. He's not going to do shit. No, fuck off. He's going to fuck. He's going to
okay. So let's entertain the argument that the 80 mil base is going to be an interesting way to play. Okay, he sits at the back of your line. He's giving you fight 5. He's giving you banner rerolls. He's giving you a battlefield wide stand fast.
If he's at the back, he's giving you resolve because
he's giving you resolve.
He's not using his might for anything else if he's standing at the back.
Exactly. You can, if you really need it, you can throw might at the resolve, and he just sits there. And sure, like he's D6, but then he's in behind all those lines, so he's still going to get in the ways. A D7, sorry. I was meaning palanquin.
The palanquin is D6.
Yeah. But yeah, all of that, be that as it may, the thing is, he sits there for 90% of the battle, and then the last 10 minutes or whatever, the last turn, he hops off. There's however many Easterlings he has left on his palanquin, and he charges in. It's a full stack fucking Dragon Emperor you've got to deal with right at the end of the game. Like,
also, if your wall crumbles, your shield wall crumbles in a large enough section, your opponent gets lucky, kills a fuck ton of models, and there's a big gap, you just go, 80 mil base, boop, you just slot him in. And suddenly, once again, full stack Dragon Emperor with the potential of 9 wounding strikes if he wins.
Yeah. And then, even then though as well, like, what you can do as well toward the end is just go, I've got this big, objective or whatever I really need to take. Dismount, you've got 7 models on it all of a sudden.
Mate's fucked. He's so good.
Yeah, the 170 points, like if you break it down, like you take the banner, even if you do it as a regular banner, that's 25 gone. Yeah. And then you take 6 black dragons, which even if you take the free ones,
the upgrade is free,
it's 60 points worth of black dragons normally.
And then on top of all that, he's got 3s in all the right places. He's fight 6, all of this
resistant to fucking magic.
His stat breakdown is he's I think 25 or 30 points too cheap or something along those lines.
Yeah, I was
which,
expecting 200 easy.
Someone did the maths, or not quite the maths, but they said, all right, let's make him alone 120 points. You know, base him around like similar to Imrahil and Co.
I think he's got like basically the same stat line as Imrahil. He does actually have almost an identical stat line. To
and then
Imrahil,
on top of that, like Imrahil just gets a 12-inch banner. Fucking sick.
Yeah. So between him and Imrahil, I think Imrahil's 145 points with full stack.
Yeah.
Or something along those lines. And this guy's 170, so he's like 15 points more.
He's a direct swap out with.
So it's essentially it's 15 points for battlefield-wide standfast, resistant to magic, an extra 6 fight 5 dragon knights,
and a 6-inch fight buff.
6-inch fight buff.
Yeah.
A 6-inch banner or 12-inch banner, whatever it is.
12-inch banner.
12. Okay.
Yeah.
An elven blade.
Good. An elven glaive. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. That he can shield with. That he can faint with.
Spear support.
Spear support. Yeah. Yeah. It is. It's super good.
He's on an
so hang on.
base. Fuck off. He's on it. Don't give a shit.
Hang on.
Points back no matter how you use him.
So it's worse. Imrahil full stack is 170 points.
Really?
Yeah. Imrahil full stack.
Oh no, I lose the +1 to wound. Oh dear.
Imrahil full stack is 170 points. For the same points, the exact same stat line as well. Fight 6, strength 4, D7, 3 attacks, 3 wounds, blah, 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 blah. All of that is exactly the same.
Man.
He's so much better.
The other argument I heard is people saying, "Oh, Imrahil gets his lances on a smaller
10
base.
points.
He
10 points difference.
He can charge in, and he's going to kill stuff." Oh, the Dragon Emperor. What do you mean the Dragon Emperor's not going to do that? The Dragon Emperor can do this.
He's not going to kill it as easily.
But
he doesn't get
potential for 9 strikes. Blade Wrath him, or Enchanter Blades, whatever you want to do to him, that gives him more killing power. Yes, his heroic combat potentials are a lot lower. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, like it's just
I don't think you're gonna. If you're calling a heroic combat with the Emperor, you're doing something funky.
Unless he's on foot. Unless he's on foot.
My opponent's left an 80 mil gap base.
A perfect 80 mil hole for me to slide through.
Slide into the leader.
80 mil semicircle. Wow, what a shot.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry, Imrahil is 10 points less, but still.
Exactly. I just think people are underreacting to him.
Yeah, anyway.
It's silly.
Ridiculous. We have one last model, and I think we don't have him on the fucking thing, because fuck models that aren't actually shown in the army list. I hate it. Anyway, it's Khamul the Easterling.
Is he in the Easterling army anymore?
Yeah, who knows? Riley's just brought up.
We don't know.
Yeah, Riley's just brought up the Defense of the North. It's Easterling section.
Waste of fucking paper.
Oh my god.
Dale Legendary.
There are like at least 5 like major like errors in this fucking book, and it's so fucking ridiculous. Like, Orphan doesn't have woodland creature. Wind lancers aren't listed in Dale. Fucking Easterlings don't have Khamul.
Yeah, I don't.
What is going on?
It seemed like they rushed the release of the book. Like they didn't edit it properly. Their editors were not doing their job.
Not at all. Anyway,
or the editors don't play the game.
The editors don't play the game. Khamul the Easterling. He is still Khamul the Easterling. We're including him in the army.
Yep.
Until told otherwise, he's in the list.
J. Claire, come at us. Tell us the truth.
Yeah.
He is. But
we still won't believe you.
The army book is, the Bible. That's where he's in. So that's where he's gonna stay.
That's it.
But fuck me, Khamul is ridiculous. But I don't know where he sits now.
I think still. I don't think S. I think still A. He's like on par with Amdur. He's kind of like, who do you want to take for your killing power?
I mean, Amdur's going to be a better shout though.
Generally, yes, but if you give him the fell beast, then you've got a lot more there are different options. Like you
That
have
is
different
true.
options.
Having
So,
some magic as well
Personally,
is
I was
very
thinking
good.
somewhere between A and B. That's where I was putting him, but once again,
Yeah.
I'm not a fucking
I'd probably
Eastling
put him
player.
below Amdur, but I still think A.
Look, I'm
Yeah,
inclined to follow you there, Riley. Like, once again,
Yeah.
not being an Eastling player, I'm inclined to believe you.
I've played a bit of
magic
Eastlings in general.
Magic is
Yeah.
okay. His magic's kind of shit. You don't really take him to use his magic. It can be useful. But
no, he is there to kill shit.
yeah, the Felbeast is really good. He can be okay on a horse.
Yeah, I mean that's still 2 attacks with his fight, like his will increase thing.
Yeah, you can essentially jump to 2 attacks and have 3 on the charge, which is not bad.
I can say that facing an Eastling pike block, which has Amdur and Khamul in it, like the one I versed of yours at Gladstone, that scared the shit out of me. Like, to the point where the night before, knowing I was versing you, I was like, how the fuck do I deal with Khamul? How do I do it? On that feeling alone, like, yeah, honestly, like, A is a good spot for him. He's deadly.
Grabbing Harbinger as well.
My fucking Khamul model, and my fucking Khamul model is just fucking gigantic. So it's always nice to just sort of plonk it on the table.
It's that psychological factor. That's a big part of this game. And Khamul definitely does, especially when he's on a golden Felbeast. Fuck me.
Yeah. No, he's very solid. And like having Harbinger is really nice given you know, if you've broken your opponent, like it's gonna make them run more. All of that kind of stuff is very nice.
Question for you, Riley. Where does he sit next to the Dragon Emperor? Like, would you run theoretically you could. Rules is written, apparently we can't anymore. But let's say you can. Would you run them together?
Together?
That's
12-inch banners. 12-inch banner is nice. So you can sort of have him off. He really needs a banner around because even on the charge, he still only 3 attacks with a Felbeast. So the banner is actually really nice. Would I run them together? Possibly, though. It'd have to be high points because it's like 340 points between them.
That's what I was going to say.
If I'm running them,
that is very expensive, and you probably only got basically just the 2 of them. And I don't.
It'd be the 2 of them, and probably like Brogear.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's a lot.
And you'd still be sub 30, sub 40. So you'd be low to mid 30s in model count.
Yeah. No, that is
at 800 points. Yeah.
I'd definitely like to see it. That's for sure. It's something I'd like to see you run on the table at one point.
There would be sort of a big like, fuck you. Here's 2 massive fucking centerpiece models on the board. Deal with it.
Good luck.
That is true.
Or you're going to use all your resources to kill the Dragon Emperor. Guess what? Khamul's coming now, baby.
Yeah. One of the two you're gonna have to use a lot of resources on, and the other one's gonna be just as deadly. Look, I think he does sit 8 here. I think probably in between Amdur and Brogear. Yeah, probably something.
I think so.
I'd happily, very happy to put him there.
I like to run him on Felbeast is probably how, because he doesn't get any of the other synergies on foot or horse that the Eastlings get.
I think I've only ever seen him run not on a Felbeast once when going up against Eastlings. I think you ran him on horse against me at some point.
That's when I did my spam like 40 plus models.
Yeah, probably. So
no, he can be good on horse.
Amdur was on foot.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Amdur on foot is no fucking slouch, unless you're Sugar Daddy Jules and put Amdur in front of my bow block.
That's a mistake. He needs to be behind all of the pikes until you do walls for sure. But anyway,
straight into Warriors.
Speaking of models, speaking of your pike block.
Noir Eastlings. Look at that.
Yeah, look.
They're not black dragons, they're noir.
Noir dragons.
Yeah.
Look. I didn't want to fucking find black dragon models and have it be all confusing. It's made it a lot easier.
Fair.
So, man, I I look. Let's off the bat as well. I didn't say this when we did the heroes, but I fucking love the Easterlings. I'm
Honestly,
so happy
yeah.
that they're getting this love now, because like they're an army that I genuinely like. If it wasn't for Riley, it was an army I was gonna run. Like probably, coming back into the hobby, it was like, Easterlings are probably gonna be my next army, and then I was like, I don't really want to run the same army as the dude I'm versing all the time, so let's get a different one. But I mean,
I'd be happy to face Eastlings because I've never had a mirror match with them, and I'm sad.
True.
It will happen now, I'm sure.
It will absolutely happen now. I am
It's the
collecting
curse
them
of being the only Eastling player, is you know how to use them, but not how to verse them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I would bet Riley would know how to verse.
Oh, look, I would not put it past him. I wouldn't put it past you, Riley, to know how to verse every single fucking army in this game. Smart man, Riley.
Yeah,
on a theoretical level, probably, but
the encyclopedic knowledge that this man has.
Oh, I love the Noobs group chat because it's literally like,
don't ask me, real. I don't want to do that on camera.
we could read the rule book, or we could just message Riley in the group chat and be like, "Hey, bro, what's the rules on this?" And then it's just boom, there's your answer, and you're like, "All right, sick. That was quicker than looking through the book."
What's better is going, oh, I don't remember this errata. Oh, Riley does. It's all good.
Yes. Ridiculous.
But yes,
jump onto the golden fish heads themselves.
I don't know what shit I've lost in my head for holding all these rules in it. Something's been pushed out. I don't know what.
Very important.
Yeah.
Who needs to remember birthdays? We can remember rules.
Exactly.
Okay, we're starting off big. We're starting off with the Dragonhold Acolytes, and holy shit, these boys are so cool.
Fucking love them.
Especially now with the
they're so
Emperor.
good.
I love excited Riley because you don't see it often, but when you do, it's
Easterlings.
It's uncontainable. It's beautiful.
Oh my god! Yeah, no. I mean, the acolytes are fantastic. They're like hands down, like so fucking good. 2 attacks, 11 points. Fucking the supreme agility is surprisingly good.
Oh, so fun.
When I read
throwing daggers.
When I read the supreme agility originally, I thought this is all right, sick. Nah, man, it's really good. Watching these fuckers really bounce over terrain and flank you. Yeah, that's what it feels like. You're like, oh, I'm jumping. Boop, 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 boop. You're like, oh,
Buckor. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, especially like when a lot of this game, like a lot of the time in this game as well, like you're looking for anchor points. As with a lot of armies, you're like, I'm gonna make my shield wall. I'm gonna find an anchor point. I'm gonna sit there, and then these little bastards are like, well, I'm just gonna jump over your fucking anchor point, aren't I?
Your anchor.
And then they're suddenly on top of buildings throwing daggers at your back line. You're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
I think
being able to jump over a wall and charge people on a 4+, is just so good.
I think their only downfall is they're not strength 4, but at the same time, it's not the worst. It's not the worst thing that they don't have it. I'm not pining for it. It'd be nice.
When they first came out, I was like, oh, that sucks. That sucks. They don't have strength 4. But I think like they've grown on me more than that.
Oh yeah, no, without that, they love them.
Yeah. If you get a trap with one of these guys in it, you're throwing a lot of fucking dice. Like,
they're cheap Dunedain. They're Dunedain without might. That's how I like to look at them.
I mean, 2 attacks with a pike wall behind them, trapping the model. That's a fuck ton of dice.
That's good shit. I'd be hard pressed not to put them in.
God forbid you get trapped by 3 of these guys.
God, Jesus, yeah, it's close. I think they're like
low S, high A.
They're definitely high A, like no doubt about it.
I would like to put them in S. I think I take these guys all the time. I can fit as many of these as I can into an army. As many of these guys. I have 12.
I feel like at 800 points, if I don't see at least 8 of these guys at 800 points, I'm not as scared of my opponent's army. But if I see those 8, I'm starting to sweat.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And I think actually no, yeah, these days as well, because they can be fight 5 around the Emperor as well, on top of everything else that they've got.
Yeah.
You've got a fight 5 2 attack model at 11 points. With
Disgusting.
throwing daggers as well. Yeah, like we were talking we were talking about the captain before. He's 50 points. These guys are 11 and it gets basically the same stat line except no strength 4. Like fucking hell, that's pretty
good.
good.
Combat stance too.
Unmuted combat
it's really
stance
nice.
is fantastic. Yeah.
Especially when they get charged.
Yeah.
It's really nice to have like them be charged by like a Rohan dude, lose the combat, not get knocked prone and don't die.
Yeah. I mean that's brutal. Oh, yeah. And then the next turn they win the combat or fucking throwing dagger the horse. And you're just like, well shit, fuck that.
Yeah.
No, I've got a query about the next one. So banners in this list, and I'm going to jump straight into the Black Dragon banner as well.
Oh yeah, we'll do both. That's why they're there.
Yeah, are they with the Dragon Emperor coming in? Are banners as necessary? Yes, you don't. No, you do get the VPs with the Dragon Emperor.
Yeah, because it can't.
It's the actual banner. Yeah,
do you need these banners? Do you need them anymore?
If you're not running him, absolutely.
Well,
you do.
Yeah.
Are you?
So I obviously haven't got the Dragon Emperor yet. Haven't run him, so I always take a banner, at least. Usually before it was a banner. It was a banner, and it was Amdur. He was my other banner.
Yeah.
So I didn't need to spend points on a second one. So
yeah.
But
now I would 12-inch.
Yeah.
That's like
if you're taking the
half
Emperor,
the board.
Yeah, if you're taking the Emperor, yes, I can see an argument for taking a warrior banner as well, just for that redundancy. But that's really the only thing you'd be taking a second banner for is redundancy. If you lose the palanquin or the Emperor dismounts. But again, it's only like 3 scenarios that actually have banner.
That's
points
what
anyway.
I think it's literally 2. Yeah.
When people build their list around those banner VPs, I kind of cringe a little bit because as much as I love taking banners and I like to take 2 where possible.
Well, it depends on what you've got. Like if you're suddenly coming in with Army of Thrall, you're like, I don't need a banner.
Yeah, that's
like,
it.
At 600 points, I'm not like maybe 800, go for it, grab an extra banner. 600 points, definitely not. It's a 6-inch banner, like that's 12 inches, like 12-inch line from him, from one end to the other. That's more than enough for most armies. Exactly. And those 2 VPs you're missing out on, I think it's 2, maybe 3 scenarios.
Yeah,
it can be vital. It can definitely change things, but is it worth making your army weaker or making your army differently just to go for it?
Probably not. And
outside of the Dragon Emperor, they can be useful.
No, of course.
I have never taken a banner that is not a black dragon though.
Yeah, that was my next point. Is you want those fight 4 banners and now fight 5 banners.
Yeah, because sure, they get the -1, but if your banner's charged, then you just bring in spear supports, even if they're regular warriors as your pike supports on the banner. You still fight 5, even if you've got the negative on the front rank.
I genuinely believe that Black Dragon banners are the second best banner in the game, next to the Black Numenorian banners. I'm talking now with the Dragon Emperor.
Okay.
With fight 5. I can see it.
Yeah.
I mean, a Wood Elf banner does the same thing, or a Galadrim banner, or any elf banner whatsoever.
But also, once you get into those fuckers, if you win, they're dropping. Whereas at least these boys have that D6, which is handy.
I mean,
and I have very rarely lost a banner as an Easterling player. There is always someone to pass it to.
Oh yeah, because you've got that many fucking lads around.
Yeah.
No.
And you can stick it in the center of a pike block to stop people moving it away with fucking
that's true.
Spectre shenanigans.
Yeah, that is true. I think, yeah, I'm sure. I don't know where. So B or C is now
I think
kind of
B.
my thing. It's like
I think B.
I think
because of the
it's yeah.
I think
I think
I'd go a low B. I'd go a low B. I think, because again, it's not really super necessary anymore with the Dragon
Yeah.
Emperor, but
Yeah.
still very useful. If you don't have the Emperor, you're still using it. You're going to take a Black Dragon banner.
That's true. Yeah. And now the complete opposite.
Yeah.
The complete opposite of the Black Dragon banner is better. The Black Dragon is not always better.
No, not always.
Especially when it comes to the just front rank warriors, because I reckon front rank warriors, it's probably actually still A tier.
Yeah, I
Like,
think
obviously you're gonna have
You're gonna have them. Like, yeah.
You're gonna have them. They're definitely like. You're definitely going to have them, but I think it's the tendency of Easterling players, and I'm calling out a lot of people here because I know a lot of people who do this. Just go, I'm going to take all Black Dragons because they're fight 4.
Don't do it.
It's just such a mistake. It's such a mistake. And also, calling out Reese specifically, by the way, dude is like adamant that a pike block isn't the way to go.
It's like a full pike block.
Yeah, a three deep fight block.
This man is anti-pike block. It's
which
it's
I don't.
Granted, I've never fought him with the Easterlings. So
true. Yeah, I grant, like, he's a great player. Reese is a fantastic player.
Yeah, it's great.
But like, yeah, sure, it shortens your line, but you can also space out that pike block, like, you know, with gaps. And even if your opponent, like, oh, I'm going to get through a gap, it's like, yeah, but I've got like 17 fucking dudes there still.
Yeah, or an acolyte that's going to jump through at you.
Yeah, exactly.
There's always something to counter it.
Exactly. And it's like,
or Cav, God forbid.
Yeah, and because of failing special rule, it doesn't matter that you're 3 deep. It has no penalty whatsoever. So you just take the pikes.
Yeah.
And that way you've got, I mean, the way you run Easterlings, Riley, like, I can't see Easterlings being run any other way now, because it makes the most sense out of everything you do with Easterlings, because it's just front rank of shield boys, regular pikes, Black Dragon pikes. Like that, it's that tiered defense of always having fight 4. Your fight 4 is well defended because you've got 2 dudes in front of you, so you're basically like, you're never going to really lose too many of that fight 4, and you've got all the pikes in the world.
The one thing I also like that Riley does is the fucking flail. Just one boy with a flail. just one flail boy.
He's my favorite.
I'm the one that I am proud to say that I'm the one that came up with that idea.
Yep. I love the flail
it dearly.
Because suddenly, like, you throw that line of, you put him into 3 dudes or 2 dudes or however many you can get him into. You've got the fight 4 him behind him, so he can just slap a bunch of dudes.
Yeah, God forbid now doing it with the Emperor and fight 5 flail boys.
Oh, fight 5 flails. Just make your whole front rank flails. Fuck me.
Disgusting.
I was planning on doing it. And then,
but I will put the Black Dragon Swordsman in D tier because it's useless.
Yeah. Yep. 100%.
He's pretty. I have a couple, but they're solely for dismounts for my cataphracts.
That's it. Yeah. That's the only time you use that model.
Yeah, if you're running Black Dragons with sword and shield,
or for the dismounts from the Emperor.
That as well.
All that.
Yeah.
But you've recently just bought new ones, haven't you?
Yeah, you've brought the new ones to act as dismounts.
Yeah, Mr. Disposable Income over here.
Oh, Mr. Accurate Dismounts, because there is not a model in his army that he doesn't have an accurate dismount for.
I like your banner conversions, because you got banner conversions like, oh, this guy passed it on to a regular troop. Here's the banner for the regular troop. Oh, I passed on to a Black Dragon something else. Oh, here we go. It's just
okay. Here's his. My cataphract got dismounted. Oh, here's my cataphract banner.
It's beautiful.
Fucking hell. All right.
Black Dragon Bowman.
Bowman in general in Easterlings.
So they're quite low. Yeah, Bowman are sort of the last thing I think about in terms of like when I'm list building.
Yeah.
yes, they can be useful, and yes, if you go like quite like don't take many big heroes and just go like full unnamed heroes, full stack, and do 1/3 bows, you can get quite a bit out of them. I know the first game,
true.
one of the first games I ever played with Eastlings against Sean against his Corsairs, I had like, I think I had Amdur on foot. Yeah, I think I had Amdur on foot. I had Khamul on a horse. There's like a war priest and a captain with bow, and the captain with bow had like a full like 12 archers in his warband. Like,
And I'll tell you this:
they did some work.
Those 12 bowmen beat Corsair Arbalisters in a bow war.
Yeah, ridiculous.
In 2 games,
but
in 2 consecutive games.
Good rolling aside.
But outside of that, outside of like attrition and having a shit ton, they don't really do much. Although if I am taking a small contingent of archers, I do like to have one, if I have the points as well, 1 maybe 2 black dragons peppered in, just in case, just to have some fight for with them, just in case they do get engaged.
Yeah, they get on objectives or something.
Yeah, and also the black dragons do stick around longer if you get broken, because they'll be courage 5.
I honestly think both the black dragon and the regular Eastling bowman just both sit in C tier together.
Yeah, I think so. Black dragon's slightly above, but yeah.
Because that's the thing. They're not anything special. Like they're hitting 4s, they're strength 2. They're just bows. They're honesty bows.
Yeah.
Like
who doesn't love good honesty bow?
In most evil lists, your bows aren't really what you're looking for. Certain ones, obviously, there are good ones. But, I think Easterlings specifically, you're wanting a big old pike block. And so bows, again, the last thing on your mind, taking a few just to not be outshot, really.
Also, being D6, if you go up against a heavy shooting army, you're going to come out all right.
Yeah,
most of the time.
As long as... Yeah, depending on rolls, obviously.
Yeah, well, especially you've got the drum, you're just running at them in that case. So
you're getting fast.
Double down and fucking sprint. You're not going to take too many turns of shooting.
Here we go.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Here's a model that we have no real clue how it's going to
have no
clue. So excited.
Although we have some thoughts.
So excited for the Runish Drake.
Okay. Riley brought up some really good points just before you joined, Sean.
Thanks, updating computer.
Big one. It doesn't have Easterling keyword, which means
it doesn't synergize with any of the Eastling stuff. So no drum, no fury, no banner from Amdur, no nothing. No fight buff from the Emperor.
No banner, nothing. Well, banner because it's a regular banner. So yes, it would get the But also, so it's only moved 6, so it's going to be slower than your army if you're running a drum, and you should be running a drum. The slow acting venom is really good, but it also it's probably going to be a 40 mil base.
Yeah.
I'd love it to be 25. 25 would make it so good. Pike support that bitch. Pike support that bitch.
Yeah, Pike support.
Genuinely.
Put it next to your hero. Fucking the hero comes in, you go with your hero and just go, oh, your hero is slowly losing fight value and attack. Oh, you're sad times.
Genuinely, I reckon
it could be really useful against monsters.
If it shows up on a 25 mil base, I think it will go S tier.
Yeah,
the 25 mil base
really,
mental.
It's hard. It's hard to say.
But even then, though, again, it's still that anti-synergy. Although, to be fair, much like quite a lot of fucking shit in this book, that might just be a misprint.
Yeah,
it might. It's true.
It might mean to have these keyword,
or it might just be cave trolls not having the Animar keyword. Who knows?
Yeah. I just who the fuck knows. I think nebulously, I think it's got a good stat line. It's got a really cool special.
Yeah.
It's got venom, which is fucking amazing. If you're trapping a model, that thing
also
strength
attack,
4, strength 4, venom,
4, which is
2 wounds. Yeah. I think it's
Nice.
going to be in an
Yeah.
army no matter what base size it's on. It just depends on how many you've got and like how you're running them, kind
Yeah.
of thing.
I feel like it's got. I
Um,
feel like there's definitely going to be minimum one per army.
Yeah,
I can't see that
Mm.
not happening.
Yeah,
So
I would
I-
take one. I think it could be very useful, like against stuff like trolls.
yeah.
Like if you win a fight against a troll and then and takes a wound, like a cave troll or even a Mordor troll is now fight 7 to fight 6 and only 2 attacks. Like that is not scary at all.
You know what's actually really, really, really nasty against? A fucking eagle.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, a one attack
Amdur would
eagle.
eat them for breakfast.
Ooh.
Oh.
One attack eagle. Yeah, I think
Amdur
like
would eat them for breakfast.
that line alone, not knowing base size and all that kind of stuff, I think A tier is a safe bet for it. It
I
is
think so. Yeah.
very good.
Yeah, as a warrior, yeah, I think so.
It's still
but
very
depending
good.
on what we get for a base. If it's
Yeah.
circular, if it's ovular, that'd be weird.
Ooh,
But
obviously.
Oh.
Not outside the
Please
realms of
stop.
possibility, I guess.
Stop, Riley. I don't want to think about that.
No,
Although
I don't want
Let's
to
Tokyo
introduce a
Drifting
new-
Drake.
Oh, it could be fun. Yeah, I think 40 mil base probably drops.
That said, they could be really big.
Oh, they
It could be
I
a
don't
proper
think that-
fucking cave Drake size.
Oh my god! What if it's like on a 60?
No, I don't think
mil?
I don't think they'll be bigger than 40. But I mean,
No.
the dragon is still only move 6, so
That's true, but also the dragon is the hero stat line with 4
Yeah,
attacks and monstrous
exactly.
charge. Yeah. Having terror in the army is really nice, which also like it does at least have some synergy with that with Khamul.
Yeah.
Which,
It's well and truly got a place.
it's
without a
got
doubt.
some legs, but I think it's
got 4.
some.
Yeah.
We think.
I reckon it's probably
think.
maybe it's only got 2. Maybe it's a little raptor boy.
Ooh.
No, I'm pretty sure. I think I've seen like bits and pieces that people think it's going to be like a big salamander kind of thing, which is going to be fun.
Yeah, it probably will be that like that. But absent of any model coming out before Crown, I'm definitely taking my one on the 25 mil base, and no one can tell me otherwise.
Oh no! Oh, Callan's going to have some fun with that. Yeah, the drum.
Black Dragon
I think
drum.
the it's a black dragon drum. It's a black dragon drum.
Yeah.
You're not really
Fucking
taking
S-tier, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, yes.
Yeah. Easterling keyword drum, just being able to
Scary.
go, well, everything's going to be moving way more than it should. Also, it's on a horse, so you, yeah. It's on a horse, so you're able to just kind of put it wherever the fuck you want. I've seen you do way too much ridiculous shit with this fucking drum for it not to go in S tier. Fuck this drum, man.
Whenever I face one of your Eastlings and there is a drum, which 90% of the time there is a drum, I kind of
9% of the time. Yeah.
Like
it's ridiculous. The fact that the drum doesn't give any negative to fighting, I've always found very hard. Dude is like strapped in with
so
2
good.
drums, and he's still coming in and fighting like he's fucking.
he's fucking
a regular old
with
dude.
drumsticks.
Yeah.
Good
But
shit.
it's absolutely. It's got to be a black dragon as well. I would say the regular.
Yeah,
drum
I think it just increases survivability. The fight value and the courage value as well. Having it stick around for longer once you're broken.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't even have to run them in the front of your lines. They're usually at the back.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. No, that's it. Like
sticking
you just
around,
throw it-
around like 12 odd inches behind your lines.
I mean, the other
And
thing as
then-
well, like just him on his own. Like you don't need any other cav models. You just throw him around. Your entire army, your entire line just shifts up. You throw him further back, and then he's gonna go cap an objective or fucking like help you move faster later on in the game.
Or do what I like to do and have the war priest sitting is the only one within the 12 inches. Have half of your line with fury, charge terrifying enemy, then move the war priest 9 inches over the other side of the lines and have them charge.
The amount of times that you've had that, you've broken and your war priest suddenly runs across the fucking battlefield and it's like, oh yeah, okay, now everyone's fury and no one's running.
Fury's over here now, guys.
Yeah, it's like fucking hell.
Him. It's
Yeah.
the fucking
Oh my
War
God.
Priest's hymns, incredible.
That actually a decent argument to have a mounted war priest though. A 15-inch
Yes.
15-inch moving
can be
mounted
very
war
useful.
priest.
Yeah.
Decent argument for maybe taking him over Broadgear, but I still think
Mm.
it's where he belongs.
Yeah.
Black Dragon
Cataphract. S tier.
Yeah, also
Fight for
F.
Cav. Fight for Cav, baby.
Mm,
And then do a Riley.
He's definitely
okay,
A
with the
tier.
Emperor now definitely high A. I'm not sure about S though. With the Emperor now, I think they're probably creeping that way. The
But
fight 5.
I think the problem with that
But-
is that it's a 6-inch fight 5 that you might not be hitting your cav with.
Exactly.
Like
yeah.
Black Dragons
So-
in general, you're going to be hitting your cav with them, so that's great. Sorry,
Yeah.
you're going to be hitting your back rank of Black Dragons with them. That's good. But I think the Cataphracts are going to be maybe slightly too far away. They'll probably hit the banner, which is great. But
Even then though, still
they just
Fight
don't
for
kill you
Cavalry
enough.
is incredible.
yeah, but they don't have lances.
That is true.
Like you could give them axes like you do, Riley, which is good. It makes them a little bit killier.
That does make them quite expensive though.
exactly
Makes them 17 points a pop.
yeah.
Though again, in the Emperor Legion, you can now mitigate that a bit.
Mildly, yeah. It's it's still 15 points, which is still a fair bit. Yeah, look, they're solid. They very, very much are solid, but I think they lack the killing power to be an S tier.
No, fair
Yeah,
enough.
I know. Yeah, I don't think they should go up an S tier. Definitely A.
I'll put my hands up to that.
I don't. Yeah, I don't like running a lot of them. I know the way before I started playing Easterlings was to run like all cav with like mass Dragon Knights and Amdur. I've never found that to be particularly, enticing.
That's a list that I'm building. I'm not gonna lie.
It can be very powerful, but
yeah, I just want to run it for the fucking lols, like this fucking the Gleaming Horde, which is their
exactly
special.
yeah,
very
it's
tasty.
Their thing, yeah.
Very useful. I find like having like depending on what heroes you got, 2 to 4, just so you can get some Gleaming Horde on your heroes because it's just a protection against shooting.
Yeah, to chuck it on Amdur and
because
chuck it on the captain, that kind of stuff.
On a Dragon Knight or a captain,
Dragon Knight, yeah, true.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, no, very good, but
then,
yeah,
The regular boy, down low.
Yeah, probably with the drum.
I just feel like
again,
I just feel like you don't take cataphracts unless
they're just Gleaming Horde batteries at that point.
Yeah,
they're not
just
doing
Gleaming
anything.
Horde batteries.
Like a fight 3 cav is pretty shit. Like, yeah.
At least Gondor gets the fucking
Riders of the
land.
Dead.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah.
Cav banners can fuck right off. I will always stick to that opinion. Cav banners, get rid of them.
Yeah.
I have one. I have actually not painted it. It's still just sitting undercoated in my display cabinet because I've never used it.
Yeah, I just don't see the use of, especially like with Eastlings as well. You've got Amdur, like he's probably going to be mounted with your cavalry.
Yeah,
anyway.
he's your mounted banner. Like
yeah,
and now
like
the
depending on how
now the Emperor.
Now the Emperor, exactly. Even more useless.
Yeah.
And then this is your bread and butter. Like these
I think both of these need to go on S tier.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I can't deny that.
Say the Black Dragon, absolutely. I think the regular boy just upper A, just purely because the Black
I'd be
Dragon.
okay with that if he's like way up the top. If he's like at the top of A, like
oh yeah, he is. Yeah, he's top of A tier. But I think like the Black Dragon banner the Black Dragon pike is absolutely the one you're taking every day of the week. Like, yeah, obviously you're taking both, but like the Black Dragon is just better.
It's to be fair, it is the Black Dragon pike that makes the rest of the
your pike
good.
it's the one that,
the Black Dragon pike just makes the entire pike.
I honestly,
work.
This is a little nitpicky, but I think you move that Black Dragon pike up further in S.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I think you do. Yeah,
I think he sits up top. Yeah,
he's probably up top. Yeah,
yeah.
You might.
Yeah, it's the Acolyte.
There's an argument
him
between the two of them.
between him and the drum. The drum also very high. Like you're always taking a drum. Like
The
there's
thing is,
never a
like
point where you would
all
not.
three of these guys. Actually, I'd probably actually even say this because like you're taking a drum. You're taking.
I'm not sad about that, honestly.
Yeah, yeah. You're taking a drum. You're taking the
I
pipes.
build like drum, pike block, drum, then acolytes when I'm building a list.
Yeah,
Like
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's absolutely it. Yeah.
yeah.
The only thing is, I think I might even do that because I just don't know where that Drake sits.
He's
hard
going to
to
be
know
an
where
that
interesting one.
Yeah, he kind of sits outside at the moment because we don't actually know what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Sits between A and B in limbo tier.
Yeah. Well, it could be X if it's on the 25 mil base.
The Twilight.
Oh, 25 mil Runish Drake is 100% S tier.
Oh,
yeah, that's the thing.
Stat line alone.
It's hard to say where the fuck it fits. But yeah. I think that's a very solid showing from the Easterlings.
Oh no, very good.
Don't take Black Dragon Swordsman, boys.
The only excuse I will ever give anyone for taking the Black Dragons as their entire army, and now you can't do it anymore, but it was back in the day when you go, I'm doing a Black Dragon themed army. Okay.
I mean, you
For
kind of
theme
still can.
and for fun, no problem.
Like, don't get me
You
wrong,
do that.
all of these models, if you're just taking them for theme for fun, that's fine.
Yeah, of course.
But like, yeah,
But people that say competitively you take all Black Dragons, mug off.
Wrong.
Just wrong.
Maybe if you're doing it now with in the Legion with the freebie upgrade.
Yeah. If you're just taking
the front view as just to save those 6 points or whatever.
Yeah, like to be fair, what you could do is quite literally just go Emperor, Dragon Knights, spam, and they're all Black Dragons.
True.
And you're getting them all for free.
Yeah. All right, let's rephrase it a little bit. If you have to pay for it,
yeah, if you're
then
paying
you're
2
wrong.
points for your Black Dragon upgrade,
yeah,
you're wasting.
Then you're wrong, without doubt. I'm well chuffed with both the hero and the and
I think so. Yeah,
I think we've done well here.
Khamul is in there
Khamul
somewhere.
is
I think we
around
said
an
80,
tier.
didn't we?
Yeah, he's in between these two.
In between them, but no,
yeah,
awesome. Thanks, Mr. Riley, for joining us, giving us your expertise.
Yeah, thanks very much. I'm always happy to talk about the Easterlings.
Oh, don't
probably a little too much.
Who's more obsessed, Riley and his Eastlings, or me and Dale?
Oh, that's a tough call.
That's it. Oh,
that's rough.
That's a very tough call.
I mean, we've only ever faced Eastlings versus Dale once, and that was 500 points where Eastlings are not that great.
No.
Now they're actually better. But when we filmed that, they were pretty nah.
Yeah,
they're pretty meh.
But also just the sheer like joy you two get out of those fucking armies is
the big thing about
fun.
This game. We say it almost every video. If you enjoy an army, doesn't matter if it's good or bad, you're in for a chance. You're gonna have fun. The more fun you get out of your army, the better you're gonna fucking do. Unless you're playing Ruffian.
Nah, you can do it. I believe in you.
Yeah,
Whoever's out there thinking about playing Ruffians, I believe in you.
Burn some terrain.
I mean, if you enjoy having droves of your models die, then absolutely go Ruffians.
Some people, masochistic like that for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yuck, anyone's yum.
It's much like playing Hobbits. A lot of them are going to die, but you might just have enough models that you just doesn't matter.
Everyone's going to have fun. That's it.
Oh man. Yeah. Look, I love this game. How fucking good!
Such a good game.
So good.
Such a good game.
My God.
But
I'm so glad we're not 40k.
Fuck 40k. And anyone coming across from 40k, don't bring your 40k shit over here. Don't meta chase, please. Just have fun with things. Just have fun.
Grab an army you enjoy and just have fun.
This game is truly rule of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't chase the
especially here in Australia for sure.
Yeah,
I'd say maybe if you're in
mainland Europe.
Yeah. I've heard disgusting things.
The Brits cringe when they talk about mainland Europe and their SBG shenanigans. And if the Brits are talking shit about you, you're doing something wrong.
Oh my god!
Apparently,
But,
Germany has a real hard on for the Black Riders.
Oh, they do.
Oh yeah, I've heard.
S plus
Yeah.
tier. Sorry.
Yeah, apparently they're winning tournaments. You just play. Everyone else is clearly playing wrong.
That's it.
All right, everyone. Thanks again for joining and watching us insult you to your face, and watching us say everything wrong about the Easterlings, which I think for the first time ever, I think we might have actually done no wrong in this list.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident with this one.
I'm
fairly
pretty confident with this one. Though that being said, this is all very like the Dragon Emperor, the Drake stuff. No one has actually properly played.
Yeah, some of it's theoretical
shit
at this stage. Yeah,
no.
We'll get back to you if it changes.
Yeah.
Will
this be will this be our first ever redacted video because we redo it?
We've never
Dragon
redacted a
Emperor's
video
D
before.
tier. Fuck, his 80 mil base is actually shit. They were right.
He's also now
fuck.
250 points.
Yeah, if that nerf comes out, then yeah, he's gonna drop down a little bit.
Yeah, well, we'll see. But anyway, thanks again. Remember to like and subscribe and that shit, I guess.
All the cool stuff.
Bye.
Hey guys.
Beautiful, that was done.
We out.